Yes. Good morning to all of you, dear students. Today we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is electric potential. Electric potential and capacitance. Very important chapter, Nana. From this again, they may ask you 5-mark question for your board exam and 3-mark questions also they may ask. Okay. And it is important chapter for your objective competitive exams also, JEE and NEET. Okay, students. Yes. So in this electric potential chapter, first we will discuss about potential and potential difference. What is potential and what is potential difference? We will discuss about this one. Okay. Yes. So what is potential difference? First, what is potential difference? Potential difference. See, students, about this point in gravitation chapter we have discussed already, or we can say that, for example, let us suppose here one electric charge is there. Let us suppose here one electric charge is there. Okay, and this electric charge, what it will do? It will produce its own electric field in surrounding medium, in its space, in a particular region. It will produce its own electric field. Yes or no? Yes, it will produce electric field. Now, if you move a positive test charge, imagine here Q0 charge here from this point A, you want to move it from point A to point B in this direction. In which direction you are moving it? Against the electrostatic field. Electrostatic field is in right side direction. For suppose if you want to move a unit positive test charge, I am saying 1 unit charge, 1 coulomb charge, you can imagine. Okay, if you want to move this positive test charge against this electrostatic field, and the two, yes, without accelerating it, without accelerating, it should not accelerate, acceleration should be 0. Then how much work you will do? How much work you will perform? Work done in moving a positive test charge from point A to point B per unit charge. This we call it as electrostatic potential difference. You can add the word electrostatics here. Electrostatic potential difference. Okay, and we will indicate this one with a letter delta V. V indicates potential. V indicates what? V indicates potential. Remember this one, potential. U indicates potential energy. Potential energy, Nana. You need to remember these letters. Okay, V stands for potential and U stands for potential energy. Okay, now if you want potential difference from point A to point B, then this can be written as VB minus VA. Yes, you need to remember. See here, delta AB, WAB is there. Work done in moving from point A to point B per unit positive charge against this electrostatic field without accelerating is equal to potential difference between the 2 points, VB minus VA. This is initial point, final point. So final potential energy minus initial potential energy. This is called as potential difference. I hope definition you have understand. Definition you need to remember, Nana. What is the definition? Definition is electrostatic potential difference between any 2 points. Electrostatic potential difference between any 2 points is equal to amount of work done per unit, per 1 unit positive test charge in moving it from one point to another point without accelerating against this electrostatic field. without any acceleration against this electrostatic field, if you move a unit positive test charge, then how much work you will perform on that? That work done per unit charge is called as electrostatic potential difference. It is electrostatic potential difference. Okay. See, difference means we are defining between any 2 points what is electrostatic potential difference. From these 2 points, how much work you need to perform in moving from A to B against this opposite to this electrostatic field. That work done per unit charge is called as electrostatic potential difference. Okay. So definition understood clearly. Yes. So let us derive a formula for that electrostatic potential difference. See, we will write it as VB minus VA is equal to work done in moving a positive charge from point A to point B per unit positive test charge against the electrostatic field. Okay? Yes. Now, let us derive the formula for that. Students, electric potential difference and potential difference both are same in electrostatics. Okay? Yes. Now, students, let us suppose here there is a charge Q is there. Positive charge is there, let us suppose. And this point is O, let us suppose. At point O, a positive charge is there. Okay? And from this point O, as you know, electric field lines, electric field will originate radially outward in all directions, three-dimensionally. Okay? Let us suppose electric field lines are moving like this. This is electric field direction. Clear? From point O. Clear? Yes. Now, within this field, let us suppose if you want to move a charge from point A to point B, up to this point B, you want to move. Clear, students? Clear? If from this positive charge O, distance of A is, let us suppose RA, and distance of B is, let us suppose RB. Are you understanding? I have considered a positive charge Q at the origin, let us suppose. Now, in the field of this positive charge capital Q, at one particular point A, I am considering a point A which is the distance of RA from the plus Q, and another point B which is at a distance of RB from plus Q. Clear? Now, my aim is I want to move a unit positive test charge Q naught from point A to point B. This is my aim. So for that, how much work I need to do? That I need to calculate. In moving this Q naught, how much work I have to perform? That I need to calculate. Okay. So for this, what I will do is, see students, whatever this plus Q charge will produce electric field, that electric field value can be given as E is equal to KQ by R square. Q is capital Q. Means it is depends on distance, inversely proportional, means at each and every point from this plus Q, electric field is different, means electric field is not constant value, means it is a different value, it is having different value at different distances. Clear? Now for this, what I am going to do is I will go with the integration method. That is, let us consider one particular point P in the field of this plus Q charge, which is at a distance of, this point P is, let us suppose it is at a distance of R. It is at a distance of R from plus Q charge. Now, at this point P, as we know, electric field is KQ by R square, a fixed value. Now, from this point P to, let us suppose, to point Q, I need to move it by a small elementary distance dl. Let us suppose I want to move this charge Q naught from point P to Q by a small elementary distance dl in opposite direction to the electric field. Then for this, I need to perform some work done. Clear enough? So why I have to perform work done? Because on this Q naught, whatever which is placed on this, a electrostatic force is acting in this direction. That is Q naught into E is acting in the direction of electric field. Now, by balancing this electrostatic field, I need to apply some external force in opposite direction to electric field so that it cannot move that side, and slowly I should move it. Means I need to apply a force in opposite direction to the electric field which is equal to Q naught E. I hope you are understanding. We need to apply some external force. External force we need to apply. Clear? EXT, external force I am writing. External force we need to apply. Yes. So now by applying this external force, how much external force we need to apply? External force we need to apply is equal to minus Q naught E. Are you getting? Minus indicates in opposite direction to the force due to electric field. Opposite direction to the electric field, I have to apply a force which is equal to Q naught E. And with this force, I need to move a charge Q naught by a small elementary distance dl. So for this, I have to do small elementary work done. That is can be given as external force into dl. And as you know, work done is a dot product between force and distance. It can be written as F bar dot dl bar. Are you getting, students? Yes. Now, this small amount of work done in moving a charge Q naught from point Q P to Q by a distance of dl against this electrostatic field is equal to minus Q naught into E bar dot dl bar. Is it clear? Now, here dot product is there. We need to remove the dot product. Means what you can write is you can write dw is equal to minus Q naught into E dl cos theta. And what is theta value? Cos theta. Okay. What is theta value here? Theta means angle between electric field and displacement vector. Electric field is in right side and we need to move it from P to Q in that side. See here. Here you see. In this side we need to move. Angle between these two how much, Nana? 180 degrees. Theta is equal to 180 degrees. Then cos of 180 degrees is equal to how much, Nana? Minus 1. This minus 1, this minus will get cancelled, you will get plus 1. Means dw you will get Q naught into EDL. So that dot product is removed. Clear? Yes. Now, see, students, as you are moving this charge Q naught in opposite direction to dl, means as this dl is moving this side, what happened to the distance r, Nana? Distance r is decreasing. Clear? As you are moving this charge P to Q, then what happened to the distance r? It is decreasing. That means here we can replace dl with minus dr. I hope you are understanding. Minus dr indicates decrease in value of r. As dl is moving this side, as charge Q naught is moving this side, r is decreasing. So we can replace dl with minus dr. Yes, you will get dw is equal to Q naught into E value. Electric field at point P, how much na? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught means K Q by R square into dl. dl can be written as minus dr. So I'll write minus here. This is a small amount of work done. So in proper order, if I'll write, I can get like this: minus K Q Q naught by R square into dr. Now, yes, capital Q, no, it is, yes, it is capital Q. Yes, good. Okay. Now, I want total work done. From where to where? I need to move the charge from point A to point B. This is my aim. So for that, what I need to do? I need to integrate this small amount of work done. Yes, now I am going to integrate it. Okay. Yes, so I'm going to erase this part. Shall I erase or I'll show you that side of board? Yes, you see here I write Now I want total work done in moving from A to B. It can be written as integration of dw. dw from where to where? A to B. Means WAB can be written as integration of dw. dw is minus k q naught by r square dr. Now A2 means distance is from where to where? RA to RB. You can say RA to RB. Clear, students? Yes. Now here WAB is equal to minus K constant, it will come out. Capital Q constant, it will come out. Q naught also constant, it will come out of integration. You will be having integration of 1 by R square dr. Integrating limits are from RA to RB. Okay? Yes. So WAB is equal to minus K Q small q into S. Integration of 1 by R square dr value. Recall that integration formulas. Integration of 1 by x square dx is minus 1 by x. Here 1 by R square dr is there. Integration of 1 by R square dr. You will get minus 1 by R. Yes. It is minus 1 by R. From where to where? RA to RB. Yes, good, Mister. Now this minus will become plus. You will get work done WAB is equal to K capital Q small q into 1 by R from RA to RB limits. Clear? Yes. So WAB you can write it as K capital Q small q. Apply limits. First higher limit, next lower limit. Higher limit is RB. 1 by RB minus 1 by RA. Clear? Yes. What do you want? You want WAB by Q naught. This is Q naught, no? Yes. Here Q naught is there, no? Yes. Here Q naught. Q naught. Yes, Q naught it is. Send Q naught this side. Okay. Yes. WAB by Q naught is equal to K capital Q into 1 by RB minus 1 by RA. Okay. Yes. Now, what is that WAB by Q naught? It is nothing but electrostatic potential difference. So, electrostatic potential difference VB minus VA can be written as KQ into 1 by RB minus 1 by RA. Yes, remember this point. Clear, students? Just remember this formula. Derivation is not so important. Just you need to remember this formula. K is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. You can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into this charge into RB distance minus 1 by RA distance. So, what is definition for electrostatics? Yes, they will not ask this derivation in board exams. You need to remember this formula and you need to remember the definition of this electrostatic potential difference. Definition is what, Anna? Electrostatic potential difference between any 2 points is defined as amount of work done per unit positive charge in moving it from point A to point B, from one point to other point against the electrostatic field without any acceleration. Sir, which to consider Q1, which to consider Q2? Where Q1, Q2 have not taken? Capital Q have taken, Q naught positive test charge. Which to consider RA and which is considered to RB? Far point is RA, near point is RB. Okay? This is A point, this is B point. See, you are moving from A to B. You are moving from A to B against the electrostatic field. So potential difference you need to write VB minus VA. This point you need to remember. That's it. Now let us define electrostatic potential at a point. Okay. Yes. Electrostatic potential at a point. How to define? Say Nana. Electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential. This is called as V. We will get with the letter V. Okay. Now, see electrostatic potential at any particular point we will define like this. Let us suppose here a charge Q is there. Positive charge is there. Now it will create its own field in a particular region. Okay. Now you are having a charge Q naught at infinity. Where you are having at infinity. Now you want to move this charge Q naught from infinity to a particular point inside this electrostatic field of this plus Q charge, and which is at a distance of, let us suppose, R. Then how much potential is there at point P? That is called as, what you are doing? You are performing work done in moving a charge from infinity to point P per unit test charge against this electrostatic field without acceleration. So this we call it as potential at a point P. You can say it is point A, you can say at point B, any point it is, one particular point. Okay, so how to define? Electrostatic potential at any point is defined as amount of work done in moving a unit positive test charge from infinity to one particular point inside the electrostatic field without accelerating it. This we call it as electrostatic potential at a point. Yes. So what will be the formula for this? Simple, Nana. Everything derivation, everything is same. Only the thing is from where to where we need to move. We need to from infinity to a particular distance R. These limits will change. Everything will be same. Are you getting? Yes. So infinity to a particular distance R. Infinity to a particular distance R. So you will get W infinity to particular point divided by Q naught. You will get KQ into 1 by R minus 1 by infinity. Just apply the limits. If you apply the limits, 1 by infinity is however 0. This can be written as KQ by R. This is nothing but potential at a particular point. Means it can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Very important formula. You must remember this. Clear, students? Okay. Any doubt in this derivation? Everything same. Everything same. Only the thing is limits will change from infinity to a particular point. Means R distance. From infinity to R distance. Up to here we have to move. How much work we will perform per unit charge? That is called as electrostatic potential at a point. Clear? Yes. Students, see this electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential is defined as amount of work done in moving a positive test charge from infinity to a particular point against this electrostatic field. Now, whether it is a scalar quantity or vector quantity. Yes. See students, work done is a scalar quantity, as you know, and charge is also scalar quantity. So this is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity. Very, very important point. Potential is a scalar quantity. Electric potential is a scalar quantity. It may be gravitational potential also. in gravitation chapter. Here electric potential. Electric potential is a scalar quantity, doesn't have any direction. Okay, clear students? Yes. And what is the SI unit of this? SI unit is, work SI unit is joule and charge SI unit is coulomb. This joule per coulomb is called as volt. What we call? Volt. Symbol is V again. Okay. Sometimes they may ask you to define 1 volt. What is 1 volt? 1 volt is equal to amount of work done in moving a 1 coulomb of charge. Sorry, if 1 joule of work is done in moving 1 coulomb of charge from infinity to a particular point against this electrostatic field, then the potential at that point is defined as 1 volt. Did you got? You can define from here 1 volt if you want. If 1 joule of work is done, work done how much? 1 joule is done in moving a 1 coulomb charge from infinity to a particular point against this electrostatic field, then potential at that point is defined as 1 volt. Here? Yes. Now, so SI unit is joule per coulomb. It is also called as volt, and it is a scalar quantity. Okay. What are the dimensions? What are the dimensions of this volt? Dimensions. What, Nana? Joule per coulomb. Yes. Joule can be written as kg meter square per second square. As you know, work, force into distance. MA into S. Kg meter per second square into meter. Kg meter square into second power minus 2. Divided by coulomb. It can be written as Q is equal to I into T, means ampere second. Yes, ampere second. Means it will become kg meter square second power minus 3 a power minus 1. Yes, dimensions are kg symbol is m, dimensions, meter symbol is l square, second symbol is time, t power minus 3, ampere symbol is a only. Yes, these are the dimensions of electrostatic potential or electrostatic potential difference also. Any doubt in this? Clear? So electrostatic potential is a scalar quantity. SI unit is joule per coulomb, or also called as volt, and its dimensions are m, l square, t power minus 3, a power minus 1. Yes, sir. Now, see, students, let us suppose here a charge q is there. Okay. Now, at this distance r, at this point p, what will be the potential, Nana? Yes, potential at point p can be written as kq by r square. Sorry, kq by r means nothing but 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Okay, at this point p, what will be the electric field, Nana? As you know, electric field formula is kq by r square. That means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. Now, what is the relation between potential and distance and electric field and distance? See here, potential is inversely proportional to distance, whereas electric field at a point is inversely proportional to square of the distance. This point you must remember. It is kq by r, but here kq by r square. Okay, if you take a graph between electric field and distance, here let us suppose it is a distance and it is the electric field, then you will get the graph like this. One by r square means as the distance is increasing, electric field will decrease. Potential, it is 1 by r, rectangular hyperbola. This is potential, this is electric field. Means from this charge q, as you are moving away, potential will decrease. Are you getting, students? Means you can say that. Now here, imagine I am taking 2 points. A point and B point, VA and VB. What is the relation between VA and VB? Which potential is more? VA is more or VB is more? Yes, you can say potential is inversely proportional to distance. So distance is less for A point. So okay, yes. Now, so VA can be greater than VB. Okay, na? Clear, students? Yes, you remember that point. Sometimes this type of questions also they may ask. Yes, so this is electrostatic potential. Okay. Definition you need to remember, Nana. Electrostatic potential at a point is nothing but amount of work done in moving a unit positive test charge from infinity to a particular point against the electrostatic field. That's it. And the formula is W infinity to P by Q naught, or it is KQ by R. Whatever may be the charge, KQ divided by distance at any point. Whatever the point, that distance you need to take. Yes. This electrostatic potential. Okay. Just now I told you that electrostatic potential is a scalar quantity. Now, let us suppose here there are so many number of charges are there. Here Q1, here Q2, here Q3, somewhere Q4. Like this, so many number of charges are there. Now, at one particular point, which is at a distance of R1, Q1 is at a distance of R1, Q2 is at a distance of R2, Q3 is at a distance of R3, Q4 is at a distance of R4. Now at this point P, what will be the potential? Can you find? Yes. Simple, Nana. Find potential due to all the charges. And you need to add them just like number because it is a scalar quantity. Yes. Potential at point P due to all the charges can be written as potential due to first charge plus potential due to second charge plus potential due to third charge plus potential due to fourth charge. If fifth charge is there, plus V5. Up to infinity, if infinity charges are there, means they can be written as KQ by R1 plus KQ2 by R2 plus KQ3 by R3 plus KQ4 by R4. Just add them. It is not a vector quantity. No need to add according to vector. Vector laws are not useful. You should not apply here. Whereas if you want to find net force or net electric field, you need to apply vector laws. According to vectors, we need to add electric field and force. But potential is a scalar quantity. You can add them like numbers. Just calculate individual potential at that point and add all these potential. You will get potential at one particular point. Got it, students? Any doubt in that? Yes. Potential is scalar. Potential difference is also scalar quantity. Difference is also scalar quantity. It is difference between two scalars. Again, scalar quantity. Clear? Okay. Now, potential due to discrete charges. Due to discrete charges is nothing but scalar addition of all the potential due to individual charges. That's it. Clear? Means, for suppose here 1 coulomb charge is there at 1 meter and 2 coulomb charge is there at 2 meter. At 3 coulomb charge is there at 3 meter. Let us suppose 4 coulomb charge is there at 4 meters. Then what will be the potential? Right? K coulomb, 1 coulomb divided by 1 meter plus K charge 2 coulomb divided by 2 meters plus K 3 coulomb divided by 3 meters. KQ by R no potential, that's why. Plus K charge 4 coulomb divided by 4 meters. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1 cancel. You will get K plus K plus K plus K. 4K. But what is K value? 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Unit of potential is volt. Yes, volt. Finished. 9 for the 36. 36 into 10 to the power of 9 volts is the potential at this point P. Yes. Got it? Simply we can add like numbers. Okay. Now, sometimes we will be having continuous distribution of charges like line charge, sheet of charge, like sphere, these are things. Then what to do? Again, same technique. What we have done in electric charges? The same technique. Let us suppose we are having a rod, and this, let us suppose charge is uniformly distributed. Charge is uniformly distributed at a particular distance, at a particular point, that is at a distance r. We want potential. What you need to do is take a small elementary part of this, which is a length of dl, let us suppose. Okay, now on dl length, how much charge will be there? Lambda into dq, as you know. Lambda into dq, as you know. Clear? Yes. Now, due to this dl, at this point P, this distance, let us suppose something r, let us suppose. Potential what? Potential, that is called as dV, that is equal to k dq by that r, this distance at point P. You want total potential, integrate it, means integration of dV, k dq by r, k into dq value, sorry, here dq value, lambda into dl, yes, lambda into dl by r.